Hello Reddit, and welcome to my Minecraft world. Today I'd like to show you something I've been working on for the past few months, and that is my Minecart rapid transit system. So without further delay, let's get started. The structure you see in front of me is Nanthaven Station. This is the westernmost terminus of the transit line, and today we're going to take an eastbound train down the rest of the line until we reach the other end at Cactusville Station. There are 10 stations on the line in total, so if you want to figure out where we are during the course of this video, I suggest you take a look at the maps I've linked to in the Reddit post. So let's go inside. Push this button here, go up these stairs to the platform level. Eastbound for Cactusville, that's where we want to go, so we just walk through this turnstile here. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is request a cart that we can ride in. If you look to our right here, down there through that window is the Minecart Pez dispenser slash hopper slash magazine. Basically the Minecart storage. To request a cart, we need to stand on this pressure plate here. And there it comes. Also, this redstone torch will light up, indicating that the cart is ready for departure. So let's walk over here down the platform. There's our cart ready to go, and all we need to do now is board it. And now we're on our way. So the next station is Inferno Hill. Now to arrive at the station, we need to press a button on the left or right hand side as we pass by it, and this will engage a switch that will lead us into the arrival zone of the station. So here we go. And we've arrived. So I'll get out of the cart here, and the booster carts will take the cart away automatically and bring it to the hopper there, as you saw there. So Inferno Hill Station looks just pretty much exactly the same as Nanthaven Station. That's because what I did was I created an MC edit schematic in the beginning of the station, and then just copied the station template across multiple locations in my world. This helps with the consistency and saves time a lot, because it would just take too much time and be too tedious to handcraft each of these stations. So yeah, let's keep on going. Let's suppose that the hopper is empty and we want to reload it. I have a cart in my hand here, so to do this we have to go over here to this manual cart launch and hopper reload. All it really is direct feed into the rest of the system here. So to reload the hopper, we just put the cart here and push it. Now, oops, I forgot to show you that. There we go. Do one more here, and there we go. All right. And if we want this, that's the hopper reload part. The manual cart launch part is if you have a cart in hand and you want to ride in it as well. So you put the cart here, and well, what I'm going to do is push the cart and board it at the same time in one fell swoop. So here we go. And that's that. Also, if you're wondering why Inferno Hill Station is named that way, there's your answer. That hill is clearly on fire. So we're on our way to Bleakwood Station. I'm not going to stop there since it's not too interesting. I also mentioned that you probably noticed the signs on the next station signs on the way along our route. It's pretty hard to read them, even at this ludicrous speed. Though my computer is kind of lagging. Yeah, what I did was, before each station, there'll be 2 next station signs. So in case you missed the first one and don't know where you're going, there'll be a second one just before the next station, so you'll know where you're going. So there's the first one. Next station is Emerald Island, and we're going to stop there. And there comes the second sign right there. So we're going to stop at Emerald Island, and you'll see it's a little different than the other 3 stations we've seen so far. I apologize for the lag. My computer is really struggling to render this. Alright, gotta get ready to push the button. Okay, we've arrived. Alright, so get out of the cart there. Automatically take it up. Or maybe not. Oh, it's going to try again. There we go. Alright, so you'll notice we've arrived on the left-hand side this time. This is because Emerald Island Station is a center platform station. The other stations you've seen so far are side platform stations. So the advantage of a center platform station is that it's very easy to get onto the other side and board trains going in the opposite direction. So you see here, same sort of thing, but this time these are trains for westbound for Nighthaven. So yeah, in the side platform station, what you have to do is go downstairs, go through a concourse, which I haven't shown you yet, and then go back upstairs to the platform on the other side. So yeah, what I did was I made two different schematics, one for side and one for center platforms, because wherever you put your station, you're going to need different kinds of types. So for the side platform, for stations like Nanthaven or Inferno Hill, I use a side platform because there's lots of space around there, and I can build like large entrances on the side of the stations. But for a place like Emerald Island, as you can see here, there's not much space to go around, so a center platform with a center entrance, like as you can see here, is probably preferable. So yeah, let's go back upstairs and continue our journey. Alright, oh, forgot to request a cart. There we go. Alright, so the next station is Januli Beach. I'm going to stop there because I want to take some time to explain some bugs and caveats I've discovered while designing this system of mine. So, it's a nice day today here. And very laggy as well. Okay, gonna push that button. Alright, so I'm gonna exit the cart, but I'm not gonna move out of the cart yet. I'm gonna quickly switch to third-person view here. So before the Halloween update, what happened was when you exited a cart, your player would actually end up about one block above the minecart, something like this. And the problem with that was if the ceiling was too high, or too low, I mean, then the player's head would get stuck in the ceiling and the player would suffocate, and that's bad. So I guess after the Halloween update, or maybe an update after that, Notch fixed this by when you exit the cart, you actually are kind of inside the cart. You can't see my legs there. So before you could see your legs, now you can't. The problem with this, however, is as soon as I move out of here, then the player and cart actually collide with each other, and the cart gets nudged, and that's why you see the cart is now in some weird rotated in some different direction. The problem with this is with these sort of arrival systems where we have a plate here. This will screw when the booster cart comes around. It will sometimes not be able to catch the cart and fail to collect your cart. So yeah, I also noticed that here, another problem I should mention, is the cart resetting. Somehow it got stuck in this state, so I'll just push it in like that. And there it goes. Alright, so that's that. Also I'll mention another thing. You'll notice here on the platform I've made two arrival ports. Now this is my attempt at trying to make these stations ready for survival multiplayer, or SMP as it's called. Unfortunately, again, with this perpetual motion booster, apparently I don't play that much SMP, but apparently I've heard that perpetual motion boosters don't work very well in SMP, and they require resetting. Just as you saw right now, even in my single player world, I had to reset this booster here. So yeah, I have heard of a new design called a door booster that's been floating around, and I I may try it, but if I have time, I'll probably replace these perpetual motion boosters with door boosters if I have enough space in the station. What else can I say? Okay, back to these two arrival gates, though. That the whole purpose is so that if there are two people, at least two people arriving at the same time, at least one of them won't crash into each other when you're arriving. But what about what happens if, suppose that both of these arrival ports are full and there's a third card coming in? So what the station is designed to do is actually deny access completely from from the arrival zone of any third cart. So I'm going to demonstrate this by simulating. Oh, that's not good. Simulating that these ports are actually have carts in them by putting these objects here. So now, if let's say I'm a third cart coming along, and I hit this button, you'll notice that the indicator light and the switch do not engage at all, which is good because then the cart won't crash into one of the carts in the arrival ports. And it's also good because, the third cart will not be able to get in, but there's a second chance. At the end of the station, there's a turnaround switch that they can push. So if they can't get in, they can hit the switch, turn around, and try to arrive on the other side. So, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to collect these things there. Oh, reset this one as well. Alright, and one last thing I'll mention. This regards to the request cart mechanism. So basically, you can't spam the request cart mechanism. Where's my cart? Oh, there it is. So yeah, if I try, so I just requested the cart, and if I try to do this, it's not going to request another one. The system is reset by this stone pressure plate you see down there. So as soon as I board this cart. So once I board this cart, someone else can then request another cart if they choose to do so. All right, and I was gonna I was thinking about putting more explanation about the minecart circuitry and all that sort of jazz, but I'd like to try to keep this video concise, so let's just keep on going here.